Welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith, and today we're checking out something I never thought I would see in terms of Ticket to Ride, and that is a solo playable version. Now, granted, this is not going to take up your entire table in order to play, and it really is focused more so at a younger age category. However, this could be a perfect game to have with you as a quick little puzzler as you're looking for a filler game when you're traveling out and about, or just want something that's really compact. The way everything is stored in this was actually quite impressive when I saw the back of the box. You'll see that in a second, but this could be a great game to introduce, especially if you have kids or you potentially have friends, family that are in the younger age categories that are maybe curious about what solo gaming has to offer, or just interested in puzzle games in general. This might be a fantastic way to ease them into solo play without throwing a gigantic box and a ton of rules at them. Let's take a look at Track Switcher and see that there's an offering here for not only kids but also adults as well. Welcome to 1900, the age of the locomotive. Railways connect every major city in the country, allowing people to travel considerable distances in just a few days. Trains are more popular than ever before, and the rail yard continuously bustles with activity as engineers and yard workers scramble to move cars onto their departure tracks. As a Railyard Manager, you have an essential role to play. By directing locomotives and shifting train cars into their correct position, you can ensure that every train departs on time. Make sure to plan accordingly, though train cars are rarely in the right place at the right time, and the clock is ticking. All aboard. As you can see on the right-hand side of the back of the box, it breaks down how this game operates. There is 40 puzzles at 4 difficulty levels. You have a sample puzzle at the very top. You're going to use locomotives to maneuver the train cars around the rail yard, pushing and pulling cars into the arrangement shown on the puzzle card. And again, you have so many moves to do so, and the less moves you use, the better score you're going to have. At the end, you're going to count the number of moves you actually used and check your score to see how well you did. Again, this is not an overly complex game whatsoever, but this could be a fantastic intro to solo play without an overwhelming amount of rules to understand. When you open up the box, this is what you're going to find: a number of trains that are all bagged up. You're also going to have the main unit you'll be using in order to play the game itself. It also allows for storage inside and underneath of this. And then down below here, we have a pamphlet in terms of how to play the game. In the middle there's actually a range of products from LogiQuest that are in this same mindset in terms of the age range and the complexity as an introduction into different aspects of solo play that might be of interest to you, and you can find those inside the box. And then on the right hand side here, we have a Railyard Actions card, which is just going to give you a nice reference card to have beside you. Once you've read this pamphlet of rules, you'll only need that one on the right to understand the gameplay. And there is a second side to this reference card on the right. You have things like moving, pushing, coupling, uncoupling, and stopping as the major Railyard actions to perform. And on the back side of the card, a reference in terms of how the rail yard is broken down and the different quadrants on the board. Pulling out the tray that is underneath of this main unit right here, you'll find a storage area here, not only filled with some cards you'll be using during gameplay, but also a place to place the plastic pieces and trains in different areas for storage. We'll take a look at the cards here in the bottom left in just a moment, but want to mention the fact that this entire plastic outer shell is very sturdy and strong. Once that tray is slotted underneath of the main deck at the very top, you're going to have something that's really portable, able to be thrown in any backpack, suitcase, anywhere, and not have to worry about things breaking or anything like that. It's going to be a very solid unit. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the game cards that come inside the tray. Here's a look at the rules. You can see it talks about the contents you can find inside that we've already gone through, your overall goal, solving a route card. It actually continues even further along down here, and we'll go down to the bottom portion of it in a second. Top right, it states playing the game, how your track lines work, how broken tracks work, how the move action works. Shuffling things down a little bit, you'll see difficulty levels starting with beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then going up to master. And then continuing on with the move on the right-hand side, it talks about continuous movement and sharp turns, also giving some illustrations as it goes. And on the opposite side, we have discussion around coupling, uncoupling, your skill ranks. You can see there the highest rank you can get is a yard master, which is 3 stars, a dispatcher is 2 stars, and a signalman is a single star. And of course, the less moves you use, the higher up that star track you're going to go. And then the bottom right, the Railyard guide. And we'll move down a little bit further to show you the bottom half of this as well. As you saw in the reference card that came inside the box, the move, push, couple, uncoupling, and stop are detailed out here. Again, you also have stop and push in further detail with some illustrations there on the left. And then the very bottom right, continuing along with that idea, giving more examples as to how you can actually maneuver these trains into position based on the particular puzzle you're trying to solve. And that's going to conclude this unboxing and quick look at Ticket to Ride Track Switcher. Hopefully this gives you a good idea as to whether or not this particular product is worth your dollar and whether or not there is value here for this portable solo game that could be a fantastic introduction for younger individuals getting into the hobby, or maybe even as a big-time Ticket to Ride fan yourself, you may want to add this to your collection so you can actually enjoy Ticket to Ride in a solo capacity. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of what you saw here. And as always, keep on rolling solo.